Here we go. It's a temperature salinity profile from the Atlantic Ocean. Okay? So you start at the surface, you have an instrument, a so-called CTD, that measures temperature and salinity. And pressure, indeed. And you start at the surface, and the surface is indicated here by the 0. Okay, and then you move your CTD downward and measure temperature and salinity, and you get in the TS diagram this structure. Some wiggles in here, so some little interesting features. Anyway, so you get this structure here, and the blue numbers give you the depth in meters. So you're at 1,000 meters, then 2,000 meters, and then you're down at 5,000 meters. And voila, you can see there are these nose type of structures. You can see a salinity minimum. It's this big structure here where you get a salinity minimum, and this is the Antarctic intermediate water. Okay, this is water formed at the surface in the Southern Ocean and then moved to this location, and you can see it as a signature. Okay, it turns up in this area actually as a horizontal movement of that layer at that depth at 1,000 meters. And you can also identify the North Atlantic deep water. It's also a nose structure, okay, but it is a high salinity. Yeah, between 2,000 and 3,000 meters, North Atlantic deep water, you can identify. And you can identify the coldest water. Okay, it's here, you can see it's almost 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, and because there is no internal cooling sources in the ocean, this water comes from the surface and ends up at a depth of 5,000 meters, and it's formed in Antarctic shelf seas. That's why we call it Antarctic bottom water. Okay, so this is the idea of water mass analysis. Okay, and only because of these special structures that you observe in temperature and salinity, only because of that we actually know about the circulation in the deep oceans. Okay, and this is how we can trace water masses in the ocean.